Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. So obviously today we are not on the farm. I'm actually at my mom's, but I'm actually going to do a video that someone requested. It was a video to do my opinion on the Fair Oaks Farm investigation, the undercover investigation. And I have actually kind of been keeping up with it. I mean, I've been, like, today I've been doing some research on it and seeing what I think about it, but I actually found a video that I want to show you guys, and it's going to be playing for you guys, and I got my brother's phone right here, and I'm going to have it playing on there too, so I'll tell you guys what I think as I go along. I'll try to line the video up as best as I can, but we'll see how that goes. So, the video that I have, I'll just show it on camera here. This is the guy, this guy right here. This is the guy that posted the video. I actually think it's from Arms undercover video, but I've also got another one. I don't know if I'm going to show it to you guys or not, but it basically, they're telling everybody to go dairy free. I don't think that's right, but we'll get into it. So I'm going to set the phone right, let's see here, right here. Get something to prop the phone up on. Now let me get the phone propped up. Okay, so I don't mind the car going by. I live on a hard road at my mom's, so it's you might hear some cars going by. But I got the video pulled up on my brother's phone right here. So let's let me turn the volume all the way up. You guys will have volume right there on yours, hopefully. Alright. It's loading for a second. So I'm pretty sure that they show you what Fair Oaks Farm pretends to be. I'm sure they're going to tell us that they don't actually have one. Open to the public. Alright, so what you guys just saw there, I think is... Now, like I said, I haven't really been keeping up with it, and I've never watched this video before, other than today, obviously. But I think that's what Fair Oak Farms is trying to set itself as to the public people. And I think that from here on out is what it actually is. So, let's keep going here. Merge from owners after being warned.
At Fair Oaks Farms, we pride ourselves on consumer transparency. It's why we opened up our dairy farm 15 years ago to the public.
But just recently, and unfortunately...
So they've had it open for 15 years, and for some reason they're just finding out that farmers are abusing their animals. That doesn't make any sense. Unless it's just starting to happen, which I highly doubt. I bet it's been happening if the animals are actually being abused. And I say this because you guys obviously haven't seen the rest of the video. I just want to make it clear that what they're doing in this video is not right. I 110% disagree with what they're doing. My take on it is that not all farmers are like this. So let's just...
We were made aware that we had a group of employees who joined our organization with the intent of doing undercover videos. They're showing a practice and misrepresenting it and explaining it wrong, or a malfunction of some sort.
So this guy here seems a little stupid, I guess you could say, because he's saying that they're misreading it. How do you misread an animal being abused? Now, later in the video, you'll see calves being abused and cows being abused, but he's saying that you're misreading it. How do you misread something like that?
that's occurring, that is a one-off malfunction that does cause some stress.
Go behind closed doors, see what they've been hiding.
Welcome to the true transparency of Fair Oaks Farms, Fairlife, and the Coca-Cola Corporation.
I just want to say, because I'm going to say this probably 100 times, but I haven't been keeping up with this, but I didn't know Coca-Cola was part of Fair Oaks Farms. That's I honestly didn't know that. I don't really pay attention to them big industrial farms, mostly because I don't like them. But I didn't know that. I thought that was pretty cool, but let's get going here.
Mothers and calves wail for one another when separated at birth.
Alright, so far, I've seen the whole video, but so far, if you haven't seen it, like, there's really nothing wrong with taking the cow from the calf. I know that to the city folk, it would be inhumane, because humans keep their babies. But that's not how it works in the farm life. If the baby is sucking, the baby gets the cow's milk for the first 8 to 10 milkings after it's born. After that, it is milk that can be drank and can be consumed by a human. When a cow is first born, a cow has something in its system and in the bag called colostrum, which is good for, it's good nutrients, good, like, helps with antibacterial stuff for the calf, helps the calf live and gets basically like a boost, almost like an athlete drinking Gatorade and getting electrolytes or whatever. It's kind of like that for a calf. It's just been born, it drinks the colostrum, and it's good for the calf. But they don't show this in here because they're just picking out what's bad, and that really isn't that bad. A cow was put on earth by God to be milked and consumed by humans. If they just roam freely, it's not only going to be overpopulation for cows that they're already overpopulated now, it'd be overpopulated as it is, like there'd be cows running everywhere. So taking the calf from the cow really isn't that bad. I mean, I do it. Every farm around does it. I mean, unless, like, the beef cows you guys know about, my beef cows, or, well, like, our beef cows, they stay with the calf because the cow's outside all the time. But a calf obviously can't stay with a cow that's going to be milked every 12 hours.
Illegal narcotics.
And some pot plants, that's great. I don't agree with this at all. This is not
Marijuana is grown, smoked, and sold at Fair Oaks Farms.
Now this guy right here, it doesn't, that right there is how you know that they don't do, like, drug tests. If they did drug tests and they were actually paying attention to their workers, then they would know about this. So it actually makes me think that the owners of Fair Oak Farms know about this. Like, they are just kind of pushing it off because, let's face it, nobody else wants to do farming. Like, no person in their right mind wants to do farming. I mean, I'd like to say that I'm in my right mind, but I like farming, so you never know. But you'd think that they'd fire these people, but they can't find anybody else, so they kind of just push it off, which isn't.
Is it? Eh? Yeah. No, well.
The manager? Wait, that's one hell of a manager.
Fair Oaks Farm supervisors use and deal cocaine throughout the surrounding communities. Newborn calf relocation.
Okay, so before we go any farther here, you can just see that guy almost push that calf off. So, what they're doing isn't bad. Like the operation they got going on, putting the calves in the huts. It's better for a calf to be outside in a hut than it is for a calf to be inside. I mean, if your barn is highly ventilated and there's fans all over, then it's not so bad for the calf, but it's good for the calf to be outside getting fresh air. So the huts aren't bad. But the way they treat the calves inside the huts is what's bad. The relocation center for the calves is good, but they don't bed them. They're laying in their own feces.
What's that?
Now this is
Calf housing.
yeah, like so you can see from the sky there, the housing isn't that bad.
Tens of thousands of calves are taken from their mothers at birth and put into isolation.
Put into isolation. You could tell that the guy behind this camera is obviously some kind of anti-dairy activist. Like, he's saying that they're put into isolation, taken from their mothers. In reality, that's kind of true. But in another reality, calves are completely happy and completely perfect in those isolated huts as long as they're treated humanely. If they're treated like they are now, obviously they're not going to freaking like it. But if they get bedding every day, they get fed every like 8 to 12 hours, it'd be a happy calf. I mean, I've had huts on my farm, on the dairy farm I've worked on. There was huts on there, the calves freaking love it. They run around, like, in this video, the huts don't look that big. I could fit into one of them huts. I could curl up in a ball in those huts. Like, they're pretty roomy for a freaking 100-pound calf. You can see
Filthy,
it.
unsanitary enclosures. Calves suffer and die in extreme temperatures.
And this is another thing. Like, it's okay for somebody to be, like, it's okay for somebody to be labor working in these temperatures, but a cow can't sit in these temperatures. Like, that doesn't make sense. Like, yeah, I'm seeing that it's not that great. Like, it doesn't look like this calf has water. I think that this calf is dying from starvation, not a heat stroke. If it had the electrolytes it needed and all the nutrients and everything from Dairy or colostrum that it could get, I'm pretty sure that calf would be pretty fine right now. I mean, obviously, who isn't going to be sweating and wishing they were in an AC area on a 113-degree day? I mean, come on. But they're not treated, like, it all comes back to Fair Oaks Farm. It's just that farm that's not treating their cows right. If they treated their cows right and the cows were treated the way they were supposed to be, then in reality, it'd be a good environment for the cows. 118 degree or 113 degrees, that's hot. But if that cow or that calf has feed, it has cold water, not boiling water, cold water, it has a bottle, or if it's weaned off, water, it'll be fine. Like, they always tell humans to drink water whenever they feel dehydrated. Like, these calves are starving.
Deformed calves are growing for the price of their hides.
That's not right.
calf feeding.
Pick that calf right up by its skin.
Wanting their mother's udder, not the artificial bottle, frustrated workers beat and force-feed the calves to death.
No. Wanting their mother's udder, not the artificial milk. That ain't true. My God, I have calves that are like pulling the chain off the wall whenever you come up with a bottle. They want the milk. Like, come on. This guy's obviously never lived a day on a farm. Like, if he went on any other farm in America that isn't like Fair Oaks Farm, then he would see that it's just Fair Oaks Farm that's treating their cows badly. It's not all farmers. Calves in themselves love dairy aid. They will drink dairy aid. It's meant as a simulation for milk. It tastes just like the mother's milk. Granted, it's not the mother's milk, but come on, like, it's just these workers. Like, you see that guy beating the calf with the bottle. They're getting picked up by their skin. If that was me, if I was that calf, I wouldn't want to drink from that person either. I'd let them be frustrated and beat the crap out of me until I was dead, because I would want to be dead. Now, if I was a calf and I was, like, treated humanely, given a bottle, any normal calf would be okay with that. Like, all my calves that I bottle feed or have ever bottle fed will drink a bottle willingly. They will stand there and drink a bottle. I even have ones that have the nipple on the pail. I'll put the pail on the wall, and like 4 calves are fighting for the one pail. That's because they all want it. Not because they're starving, because they get fed pretty regularly. They have hay all the time, feed all the time. They get a bottle every 12 hours on my farm. They love the bottle. It's not that they're starving, they love the bottle. But here, they're treated so poorly that they don't want the bottle. Cows are not stupid. I mean, they're rated one of the dumbest animals in the world, blah, blah, blah. I know that. But in reality, cows are not stupid. They don't want to eat from somebody who's treating them like crap. Just like a human wouldn't want to eat from somebody who's treating them like crap. It's just, that's a fact. Like, who would want to?
At the hands of management, calves bleed out and suffer long, drawn-out deaths. Hidden from Fair Oaks Farm's dairy adventure, the calves are brutalized.
Jesus.
Our old calves are beaten to death. Force-fed calves are unable to breathe.
Yeah, that's right.
Calf branding. As punishment, calves are inhumanely burned and beaten with branding irons.
See, now this worker right here is going to fire right on the spot.
dead calves. Management orders the dead to be hidden from all possible tourists.
They're only dying because they're being treated like crap. If they were treated the way Kasha should have treated, they probably would have been fed every 12 hours, not being dead. It's not how all farms are. A lot of them probably got
Hidden carcass dump
their own
site.
feces. Or starved to death.
Newborn calf transport. Workers, supervisors, and managers either took part in or had first-hand knowledge of the abuse at Fair Oaks Farm.
How did you pick that one cow, right? They wonder why they're all dying.
Calves are beaten with steel rebar. This is but a small percentage of the abuse filmed at Fair Oaks Farms. Overcrowded transports.
Secret dislocate. Oh my god, disclosed locations. Here they're gonna get into how veal is so wrong and so bad. Yet abortion is okay.
Yeah, both trucks were the blue one from yesterday and the red one was scanning.
Well, these are those stupid undercover people.
We followed them, and we made it out to North Manchester.
Is that where you made it, eh? Midwest veal. They're saying that from here on out, they're going to tell you veal's bad, don't eat veal, veal this, veal that. Yet, for humans, it's okay to have an abortion. Abortion is alright. But you can't eat baby calf. No, I'm not saying, I will not eat veal. Personally, I will not. None of my calves ever get sent for veal. None. Never. But there are people that eat veal. And all you activists out there can't say that eating veal is bad, because then we could just say that you eating all that tofu and we were freaking all that processed, I can't remember what it's called, but all that soybean meat, like, or meat, it's the same thing. Like, they like eating veal, you like let people do them. Like, it does not make sense. It's so stupid. And like I said again, I will not eat veal.
Introducing new L'Oreal Infallible Full-Wear Concealer. With its extra large applicator and 25 full-color shades to choose from, you can cover.
Fair Oaks Farms and other dairy calves are housed in hundreds of these locations across the United States. Veal crates are 2.5 by 5. The calves are unable to turn, unable to move. Due to missing mothers and inhumane confinement, a record number of calves die in the operation per day.
Missing their moms. My God, this guy is so stupid. It goes back to missing their mom. Like, come on. The calf probably doesn't even know who his mom is. Honestly, if they take it an hour after birth, you think that calf is going to remember who his mom is? Like, Jesus. The calf is probably starving and suffering to death, not because he misses his mommy. Oh my God. It's not like they can ask the calf, hey, do you miss your mommy? Like, they're just assuming that.
To help feral oaks cows and others like them, say no to all dairy products. Go dairy-free today.
Alright, so that's the Fair Oaks video. Go dairy-free today. I am telling you right now, I am 15 years old, and I am not going to go dairy-free or meat-free. If any of you guys are dairy-free, meat-free, that's your own way of living. But this guy is saying, by saying that, this guy is assuming that all farmers are just like the Fair Oak farmers. And the people that are at Fair Oaks are not farmers. Let me make that clear. They are not farmers. They are people looking for a paycheck. And they're obviously not gonna do what an actual farmer would. I would never do that to any of my cows. I never pick a cow up or pick a calf up by its skin and toss it into a hut. That's not how farming works. That is how Fair Oaks Farm works. That is not how any farm around here, you know, granted there probably are farms like that other than Fair Oaks. That's an obvious assumption. That is something that can be assumed and probably proven. There are farmers that abuse their cows. But they're putting people like me, or people like the rest of the people in my area, down because of something that the biggest corporation does. Just because the biggest corporation does it doesn't mean all the smaller corporations do. It's the reason the biggest corporation is doing it is because the biggest corporation is not family run. It's run by people who could care less about a cow. It's basically like a businessman that doesn't own the business. They come home from work and they don't think about work ever again. They think about how much they hate the place, and they come in there next day all miserable. That's how these people are. They don't care about the cow. They don't care about the calf, and that's the problem. It's Fair Oaks Farm that's the problem, not the whole United States of America that's the problem. Honestly, I'd love to see Fair Oak Farms get shut down completely, because that'd be the best thing ever. Because then for the rest of the people, like me, or like someone who makes milk, the price of milk and the price of beef would go up, because you see that big corporation go down, then the price goes up because there's a higher demand for milk. So it'd be a win-win for everybody. Fair Oak Farms, they're out of business, no more abusing the cows on that farm, plus there'd be more demand of milk. So I mean, I'd love to see them go out of business just because of that. And they're going to keep abusing their cows no matter what, unless they're shut down. I'm not saying that them abusing their cows is right. Everything in that video is wrong, except the cow getting taken away from the calf. That's dumb. Like, every farmer does that. That's part of farming. Like, that's just plain stupid. Anything will walk away from its mother at one point, except humans. So it's, I don't know. What my take on it is, the world is believing all these animal activists and believing that all farmers are like this and all farms run like that. And that's not the truth. I hope that, obviously, I doubt this video will go viral, but I hope that the people that are watching this video have learned a thing or two and know that not all farmers are like this, and that it's just Fair Oaks Farm. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you haven't already, please subscribe, and see you guys in the next one.